My boom this week is Jimmy Graham.
Yes, I like him a lot.
Yeah, playing against his old team where he was a star.
Made his name.
Yep. Saints have given up 1 touchdown per game to the tight end position. That's a lot. So after Allen Robinson, Graham is the second most targeted player on that team and actually has the most touchdowns on the team. So he leads the team in red zone looks.
He gets a lot of targets for tight end.
Mm-hmm.
He really does.
And so, I mean, Foles, I think, only trusts really Allen Robinson and Jimmy Graham to reliably catch the ball. And, David Montgomery is not that guy who's going to be marching them down the field. It's going to be Foles and, the receivers catching the ball.
Yep, agreed. Good pick there. My boom this week is Hunter Henry. He's projected 7 points. He hasn't gotten many goal line targets, which has caused sort of his downfall, I'd say. But
I don't think that's really his fault though, because Herbert's been getting a lot of 40-yard touchdowns. The
other 2 tight ends have been the reception of those.
I see, gotcha.
So, but one of the tight ends, Green, just got hurt on an ankle play. Because of that, I see Henry getting a lot more shares. And with the Broncos D is very tough. They're a tough defense with good DBs, and so I like Henry here. I think they're going to bring a lot of pressure.
Gotcha.
To Herbert, so I like Henry here.
My tight end bust this week is a top 5 tight end, and it's Mark Andrews. He does have the most top targets in the Ravens.
Yeah.
Lamar loves him.
Oh, really? Number 1?
I think he's 1. I think Hollywood Brown, I said 1, but I think he's 1 receivers.
Got it.
Mark Andrews might be
He's up there, though.
Yeah. Mark Andrews, I think, is a top target catcher, I guess, because he's not a receiver. But Steelers have held tight ends to only 39 yards per game. And out of the 7 or 6 weeks, I guess, they played, they've only allowed 1 touchdown to a tight end. That front 7 is just so good.
Yeah.
They have Minka, playing strong safety.
That D's for real. They shut down the Titans.
Yeah.
You should watch it.
But yeah, so it's with Lamar Jackson, the past 4 games, he's averaged only 164 yards throwing.
Yeah.
So that already limits the availability of Mark Andrews. And so I see Lamar not really looking towards the center because that's more dangerous and more going for the low contested targets with Hollywood Brown.
I mean, they shut down Johnner last week.
Yeah.
So, good pick. My bust this week is Robert Tonyan.
Oh, Green Bay.
He's projected 7.27. Just from what I saw this past week, they have another tight end already named Jay Sternberg or something like that. And he had a touchdown or 2. Mm-hmm. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I think there's too many mouths to feed with Devontae coming back. Aaron Jones is coming back. So there's some competition here. And Vikings have only given up, believe it or not, 1 touchdown to tight ends all season.
Oh, same as Steelers. Wow.
Yeah, so I feel like Robert Tonyan, the only reason he's relevant is because he's touchdown dependent.
And that one game.
He had 3. Yeah. If he doesn't get a touchdown, he's not going to get you yardage.
That's true.
So I don't like him here.
All right. My sleeper this week for tight end, and it's actually kind of one of my favorite picks this week. I don't know if it's going to go well or not, but is Richard Rodgers. Playing on the Eagles. They're, number 1, they're playing against Dallas, and we all know Dallas gives up the most yards in a game. But with Ertz and Goddard both out, he's the guy, and Wentz loves throwing to tight ends. He loves checking down to them, end zone, everything. Wentz loves it. He had a great game against the Giants last week, and this is another divisional game, and it's kind of one of those must wins because Eagles and Cowboys. Cowboys aren't the team that they're supposed to be, but if the Eagles want to win that division, they're going to have to at least beat the divisional opponents.
Great pick. Funny that you were confident in the sleeper tight end out of all picks, because I was too.
Oh, really?
And it was Richard Rodgers. I'm actually fairly confident. I was so close to almost putting him at my boom. Mm-hmm. But I just don't know much about him, and he's only owned in 10% of the leagues. Yeah,
that's why I chose him as my sleeper, because he's owned in such little percentage of leagues, and probably not a lot of people have him. The role that, like you said, that Ertz plays in this offense, that tight end position, and so
I don't know if you said it. He led the game in receiving last game.
No, I didn't say. I just said he had a really good.
Okay,
game.
but he
Yeah,
did.
He had a really good game last week.
He led the. I wrote he led the league. I meant he led the team in receiving last week.
I
And so
see.
like you said, Wentz does like the tight end. So Richard Rodgers, if you don't have a tight end, he's a good pickup. He's only owned in 10% of your leagues.
Yeah, for
So.
sure. I mean, yeah, cool.
Huh?